We are underway. An opportunity for one final time to put a smile on those faces that have packed into Villa Park and leave those watching elsewhere in amazement themselves. Here's Daniel Turner. In for an early little spin from Ebony Salmon, really nicely done. Rachel Daly wanted it early, I think. Instead it slid through towards Chastity Grant, who was running centrally there. Daly. Salmon. Oh, takes a shot early as well, and it scurried across goal. I think Sophie Bagley had it covered, but one of those that almost takes a nick off of Bergsvand on the way through. Pass a little bit under hit, and that's immediately smothered by Claret and Blue. Pop back to Pacheco. Daly might try and shake to shoot, instead flicks it across goal. Eventually volley clear by Adjiaman. Into Nikita Paris, who tries to roll away from Anna Patton and is fouled by Villa number 4. Bergsvand happy to wait and assess the options, and the idea is to flick it on towards Adjiaman. Really well defended on that right hand side by Noel Moritz. Back into Paris. Lovely little nutmeg as well. Trying to work an angle for Kiko Seika. Drags it towards the byline and gets the cross in as well. Oh, it's been robbed back. That's Pacheco. Unaware perhaps that Kiko Seika was still in the picture. Jankovic. Seika. Oh, lovely feet. Oh, it's a really good hit as well. Villamala with the effort. Lovely drift of balance to work the half yard. That touch there is brilliant. Skips away from Rachel Daly, and that's not far away at all, you know. Really good effort. D'Angelo pops into Byings. Little flick round the corner, and now Salmon could be away. Ebony Salmon racing through on goal. She's going to go alone. A devastating counter-attack, an emphatic finish and a brilliant start for Aston Villa. Ebony Salmon Nobody was catching her. At the forefront of the Villa attack from start to finish. Started this game really, really well. Takes her tally for the season to 4.
The goal scorer for Aston Villa, number 17, Ebony Salmon.
Absolutely surging away from the Brighton back line. Tucked it away comfortably. Really nice finish. And the player that's been the leading light in the opening 5 or 6 minutes has made the difference. Ebony Salmon, the opening goal scorer for Aston Villa. Brighton looking to react immediately with Adjiamang. Immediately, door closed by Missy Kearns. Trying to win something. Far side is Villamala, but it's again won back by Aston Villa, and here could be the counter-attack again, and Kiko Seika has ensured there's no danger on this occasion. Cankovic playing a little bit more centrally and without her usual partner in crime in Fran Kirby this afternoon. Often see her drift into wider areas to get on the ball when Kirby occupies that central area. The two of them do tend to rotate, and fluidity within this Brighton team has been a big part of why they've done so well. Flip forward. Again, volleyed straight back into a good area though, and Keita Paris tried to just flick it round the outside for Kiko Seika. Daniel Turner with the throw-in. Cankovic asking for it to be reset almost. Pushes it back to where it came from. Now there's a bit of space for Nikita Paris. Lovely first and second touch. And there was a little nick on it from Anna Patton there that ensured Daniel Turner was favourite for the second ball. Lovely little back heel. Seika squares it to Paris. Adjiamang with the back heel. Shows the confidence in this Brighton team though. Lovely little nutmeg and a back heel there from Cankovic. Seika towards Nikita Paris. I think it's Jill Byings who gets the first contact on the ball. Does really well on the inside. And then it's Noel Moritz who gets back and ensures Adjiamang has got to be creative and take it early. Again, Aston Villa press high. Seika. Patton. By Bergsvand, although ensuring that Sophie Bagley is kept awake. Pacheco. The 1-2 that tries to find Pacheco, but instead it's picked up by the goal scorer Ebony Salmon, driving at the byline. Salmon just runs out of space. Picked up again by Jill Byings. Slager has it robbed away, and again Villa try and flick the switch quickly, but Caitlin Hayes can just shepherd that behind for a goal kick. Header for Maz Pacheco. Judelu's dropping in a little bit deeper to try and connect and link things, and see when she does that, a lot of attention goes with her. Not a player that you can just leave to roam free anywhere on the football pitch. Grant unable to keep it in Villa territory. Simons back to Bergsvand and then swept across to Caitlin Hayes. Chankovic. Outside to Adjiman. Villamala unable to bring it down, and now Katie Robinson. Salmon does really well to ensure it falls Aston Villa's way. Daly. Missy Bo-Kearns. Didn't quite pick out Maritz with Katie Robinson, I think that is actually on the far side. There's the aim. Adjiman. Might think about the shot here. And does! Stings the gloves of Sabrina D'Angelo. Really nicely done from Michelle Adjiman, who looks lively when involved in this game so far. It has been paused. Salmon was left in a heap, left in a bit of discomfort as well by the look of it. A couple of questions elsewhere as to why that wasn't a foul. Don't forget, on the final day of the Barclays Women's Super League, make sure that you click the link in the pinned comments to keep up to date with all the latest Barclays WSL news. And there will be a lot of it in the off-season, of course. There will be plenty of transfer talk, and in the build-up to next season, big summer of international football as well, with European Championships on the way. Make sure you click that link and you will be kept across everything. Adjiman getting some instructions and a conversation with Brighton coaching staff. I think Salmon will be okay. It was a bit of an awkward fall, I think, is more the discomfort than the actual tackle itself. Brighton do have it back and can play immediately as Daisy Simons flicks it out to Adjiman, which is quite to the standard that Michelle Adjiman has become accustomed to. And Aston Villa can go the other way as Bo Kearns tried to slide it in towards Ebony Salmon. And again, though, find a way to win it back high up the pitch, only momentarily, though. Cankovic into Paris. It's like a basketball game so far. Both teams are stealing possession off of each other whenever they string 2 or 3 passes together. There seems to be a change. Pacheco. And there we go, stolen back, and now a real opportunity for Villamala. Patton taking no chances. Feels it may have taken a nick off of Villamala, but the officials disagreeing, so it will be a Brighton throw. Did fight back from a goal down and 2-1 down in the game recently. Oh, Nikita Paris has been bumped into. Seika plays on. Villamala still bopping around to try and make something happen. Bit of a clumsy one there. I think it was more a coming together, but I always wince a little bit when a player goes to ground in the box. You really know, and instantly looking towards the officials who didn't take too long to make their decision. Olislager. Sabrina D'Angelo looks up and tries to give Chastity Grant something to chase. Simons into Cankovic. Daisy Simons, one of those who will be hopeful of getting another Lionesses call up, especially ahead of the summer. We may have some injury here. Eric Owie is down and in some discomfort by the look of it. Being comforted by her teammates. Been a big player for Brighton Hove Albion this season, Maritoe. He's certainly a player that in the run-in has made a real difference. One of those players that brings a wealth of experience with FC Twente links that she made last season and the season before, and any player that comes in with an Eredivisie winners medal will be one that improves your side. Certainly the last few weeks has been mightily impressive at fullback. We hope that it's not the last that we see of her this afternoon. Currently down to 10 as Sophie Bagley tries to pick out Adjiman on the far side. Daly. Cushion pass back is asked the question of Noel Moritz. Hayes gets a good distance on the header. Lovely little cushion header by Nikita Paris. Nice handball and against Kiko Seika. Here's Missy Bo-Kearns. Oh, he's back, so we are back to a full complement. Patton under pressure from Nikita Paris immediately. Slagers has it robbed away by Katie Robinson. And again the out ball, but again robbed by Moritz. Daly. Kearns. Daly once more. Sort of metronomic figure in the middle of midfield currently. Just ensuring things keep ticking over and Aston Villa remain on the front foot, which they do with a Patton. Turner. Pacheco. Patton into Grant, who fizzes it back to Moritz, and now Byings. See Bo-Kearns. It's a little dummy and then slides it into Rachel Daly. Really important tackle there from Bergsvand. Slightly more direct this time, but it's tidied up and Aston Villa can come again. A little clip ball out towards Salmon, the goal scorer. It was quite a while ago that he gave Aston Villa the lead. The game's been broken up a little bit there. A couple of stoppages for player injuries. It's sort of slowed the momentum from either team down quite successfully. Turner. Excuse me, that was Anna Patton stepping in. Now Moritz. Byings. Oh, lovely feet from Emily Salmon, and now Salmon can start to go through the gears. Pacheco inside. The calmest person in the stadium currently, because there was a few, certainly on the Brighton bench, had a little bit of a heart in mouth moment there. Keita Paris again, not that far away from taking off the toes of Sabrina D'Angelo, but both goalkeepers are quite happy to eke out the seconds and remain composed. Bowie under pressure. There's a little bit of a coming together, a little bit of displeasure actually there as well from Maisie Simmonds and Rachel Daly. Simmonds very unhappy with the tackle. As the ball had been played, so I think the displeasure is over the necessity to make the tackle and then leave the mark, really. So yeah, disappointment from Maisie Simmonds on the tackle from Rachel Daly. Both players have been heard. Referee has stamped out their authority and they will restart play midway through the first half here at Villa Park on the final day of the Barclays Women's Super League season. It's Aston Villa who have the lead and have had the lead for over 20 minutes now. Ebony Salmon in the early exchanges, making a clean breakthrough on goal. Waited patiently, finished precisely. Since then, there hasn't been a huge amount from either team. Both teams kind of cancelling each other out. Alislaga out to Adjiaman. Maritz again, who has done superbly well against Michelle Adjiaman on that far side. Simmonds. Maritz again. First to the ball ahead of Adjiaman, who put herself down to try and block the ball, but Brighton again who win it back. That battle between Macy Simons and Rachel Daly isn't going anywhere, by the way. I think that's one to keep an eye on. That might boil a little bit more. Simons, lovely flick ball around the corner, but Yuko Seika is offside. Salmon, shirt pulled by Bergsvan, but still finds a way out to Katie Robinson. Referee happy to play advantage. Maritz. Patton under pressure from Nikita Paris, and now Paris could be away. She's got absolutely no support just yet, so she's going to have to check back and does keep a hold of it. Adjiaman, really clever play from Nikita Paris. Here's Bergsvan. Jankovic. Hayes. Ollie Slagers. I think the offside flag might be forthcoming. Unless Adjiaman has beaten it. Flag has stayed down. Really good tackle. But for a second, got that space in behind that hadn't been there at all. Must have been space that shouldn't have been used, but it was. Flag stayed down. Adjiaman timed the run to perfection. The ball was weighted perfectly. Brighton have a corner. More than a corner, an opportunity to send forward Bowie and Bergsvan. Keita Paris in there as well as Maisie Simons jogs over to take it. Jankovic and Villamala on the edge of the area. a lot though, right under the throat of Sabrina D'Angelo. If the delivery is good, could be a real chance. Harris, who headed it back into an area but has been penalised for a push. Kearns, Salmon, Daly, Adjaman's going to get back and get goal side. Get back for Brighton. Villamala. Pacheco. Slid into Grant, who might get a second attempt at it. Under pressure, but relieves that pressure by picking out D'Angelo. Hayes. Bo Kearns, little flip round the corner. Salmon. Now Robinson. Turner. Checo. That's a lovely little floated pass by Rachel Daly. Here's Grant. A little bit behind Robinson. Slager will be there first. Here's Seika. Maybe thought about the shot for a second there. Aouye, but has it pushed away? Defended well, and it will be another Brighton corner. Beginning to knock on the door a little bit now. Take him short. Space on the edge for Cankovic if she can be found. He said it's floated in, and Adjaman's header. Never going to be troubling D'Angelo. Feels like the game needs a little bit of a spark, doesn't it? It's a little bit of an injection of something. Aston Villa will be more than happy for it to remain this way because still a goal up, but Brighton Hove Albion perspective, and I imagine as well both coaches will want a little bit more from their teams. Hayes. Chankovic. Pressure from Pacheco. And they wriggle out of danger, and instead can't quite find a teammate. Almost was made to pay, but Brighton do escape, and now they might be able to counter. Villamala, key to Paris, and Villamala between them, come away with the ball. Adjiman. It's immediately on a first touch, but Adjiman rolls away, slides it into Paris. Great feet. Another good ball in towards Kiko Seika, and it's really well gathered in the end by D'Angelo. Nice build-up play again, though, from Brighton. These little passages are becoming a bit of a trademark of Dario Vidosic's team. Buy-ins. Seika. Is fouled by Pacheco. It's the final 7.5 minutes of this first half. First half in which we have the breakthrough, and we had it early. Ebony Salmon inside 6 minutes, giving Aston Villa the lead. Too many sightings at goal, nor too many pieces of action for the goalkeepers, which is maybe why Sabrina D'Angelo seems so disappointed that that clearance didn't pick out where or who she wanted it to go to. Seika. Pacheco. Here's Robinson. Oh, really nicely done. Is going to receive a talking to for that little bit overly physical on Missy Beaukearns. Pattern forward. Fan making sure that there's no progress for Ebony Salmon there. Daly does really well actually to keep a hold of it. Rachel Daly tried to fizz it into the path of Pacheco, who's running onwards. Grant back to Robinson. Driving into the box, Katie Robinson, and between Adjiman and Hayes on that far side dealing with it. Only momentarily though, it will be a Aston Villa throw in a good area. Brighton do win it back. Villamala is asking a little bit too much of Nikita Paris on that occasion though. Pacheco. Kearns. Flicked out to Robinson. Maritz back to Robinson, who's a tangle off the ball between Maritz and Adjiman, who's got to be on a last warning. No, there won't be a last warning. That would be a booking. So Michel Adjiman, the first name to be taken. Three and a half to play, and a real opportunity now for Aston Villa to extend that goal advantage they have. Well, after today, they won't have the left foot of Maz Pacheco to rely upon. This has been her final Aston Villa appearance. What a way to leave, but being a part of Aston Villa's second of the afternoon. It's a good ball in as well. And Hayes had to nod it behind. It's a really good ball in actually from Pacheco. Into that area where a defender has to make something of it. Goalkeeper doesn't really want to come and claim it because it's coming at with such a pace. Missy Kearns to take the corner in front of the whole end. Up towards the far post, and back towards far post by Daniel Turner, who's in a tangle with Bergsvan, finds Robinson, gets a cross in. Pacheco does win it back. Aston Villa still knocking. Time and space for Robinson to pick out someone. Hayes had to be astute and very aware that almost underneath her own crossbar. And there's going to be 4 added minutes at the end of this first half, so it is time. Here's Missy Kearns. D'Angelo. Oh, it's a lovely turn. Brilliant first touch. Katie Robinson racing towards goal. Grant played wide. Back to Rachel Daly. You know the rest. There are few as lethal as Rachel Daly in the Barclays Women's Super League. She has Aston Villa's second of the afternoon. It's a really, really good breakaway from Katie Robinson. Lovely first touch, lovely spin. Laid it wide to Chastity Grant, who slid it back to Rachel Daly, who tucks away her 8th WSL goal of the season. Really nice Aston Villa goal. Created by a former Seagull in Katie Robinson. Finished by an absolute vulture around the penalty spot in Rachel Daly. If there's a goal to be had, she'll find it. What a finish. And what a time to get it as well. Moments before the 4th official lifts off the board that will announce we've got 4 added minutes at the end of this first half. And Aston Villa have doubled their advantage. Well, they might be seeking more. Salmon. Izzy Simons does really well to get back in the way. Chance not over though. Robinson again causing problems, and Adjiman making the tackle. Another Villa corner. Well, Brighton will almost just want to get inside now. This game can very quickly be taken away from them. Villa score again now, they'll be shaking their heads and wondering how on earth that's happened. Pacheco with the corner. Stood up towards the far post, towards Turner, all the way by Aoui. He's going to try and chase herself. It looked like it was a heavy foul. Both players racing to try and get there first. Robinson just about did. And another opportunity for Aston Villa to ask the question. Taken short, taken quickly. Salmon. Brilliant from Ebony Salmon. And equally as brilliant from Maisie Simons, because that is a bit of a heart-in-mouth moment when you've got a player in behind. Racing towards goal in the penalty area. Got to be absolutely sure when you go to ground. And that is an inch-perfect tackle. Absolutely inch-perfect. Of a ball currently, so Missy Bo-Kearns has gone to retrieve. We'll take the corner. 2 minutes into the 4 added at the end of this first half. Away by Bergsvand. Robinson. Byings. Turner's delivery. Oh, Bagley has not quite cleared it, only as far as Missy Bo-Kearns. Byings underneath it. Daly with a flick. Pacheco does really well. Might shoot. Maz Pacheco does shoot. It would have been crowning glory for Maz Pacheco. Brilliant feet to work a little bit of space. Opened up for Pacheco with that wand of a left foot. Just saying, she didn't quite catch it right. She wasn't that far away. Here's Patton. Into Jill Byings. Slid in. Might be on a very final warning. I think she's going to have a word with the captain. Just say, you don't have to go to ground there. You don't have to make that tackle. You're already on a booking. Brighton are going to need Michelle Adjiman. I think that's clear. They're going to need her. They're going to get back into this game. She's been brilliant at times this season. Unplayable at times this season. Do not want to lose her to a silly second booking. Little flick on. We still play. We've gone past the 4, nearly in the 5th. For time added at the end of the first half as Robinson tries to make something, and Simon's out for a corner. There will be time. Oh, Brighton will be hoping there wasn't, because this now 5 minutes gone after the 45, after the 4 added. One final set piece to defend in this first half. Pacheco's delivery. Didn't quite catch it right, and that will be the final piece of action of the first half here at Villa Park. A half that was started electrifyingly quick as to Ebony Salmon, who raced through on goal. They nudged Aston Villa into the lead before Rachel Daly doubled the advantage at half-time here in the sunshine at Villa Park. It's Aston Villa 2, Brighton Hove Albion 0. Here is that brilliantly quick start. Salmon picking it up in her own half. She is gone. Finished from a lot further out than I remember as well. Really, really good goal. Brilliant finish, brilliant start. Brighton have asked questions though. Kiko Saker involved here, and were it not for a really good tackle first from Jill Byings and then some good defensive work. Michelle Adjuman testing Sabrina D'Angelo from range. And Katie Robinson playing an really impressive part. Cut back towards Rachel Daly, who tucked home for 2. Only minutes before the half-time break, which is where we are now for the final time this season in the WSL. At half-time here at Villa Park is Aston Villa 2, Brighton Hove Albion 0. Ebony Salmon, the opening goal scorer, and Rachel Daly, the goal scorer of the second Aston Villa goal. So we are back on the way. Sun is shining on the final day across the UK and across the WSL. Immediately though, Mas Pacheco on the front foot. Here's Bagley under pressure, but finds a way out only as far as Maritz, and has a new opposition in this second half, because it looks like Kiko Saker is going to come out to this left-hand side and allow Rachel McLaughlin to slot in on the right. Robinson really grew into that first half and has started the second half in the same vein. Ollie Slager. Daly and Paris both into the tackle together. Rachel Daly's caught Nikita Paris high. Both are long-term friends and teammates at duty, of course. Come up against each other time and time again. Two of the very finest in the land for scoring goals and big moments. And Rachel Daly, perhaps one of the more experienced players on the pitch, has been caught for one of the pettiest of crimes, the yellow card for not dropping deep, not dropping the 10 yards required for the free kick to be taken. Simons pushed out to Aoi, can flick the ball forward for McLaughlin to chase. Shankovic. Paris. Fouled by Anna Patton. Nikita Paris just reminding the referee that there's been a couple of those infringements now. Brighton will need to try and find a way back into this game, and no better time to start than early in this second half. 3 minutes played, the first real opportunity forthcoming. Gora Bergsvan stood over this set piece. A real mix, a real split on the right and left of the Aston Villa wall. Swapped actually, and this one straight off the training ground, because it's a lovely clip ball towards the far post. Hayes with a looping header. D'Angelo can't quite get hold of it. Paris. Oh, and it comes back off of Nikita Paris and out for a goal kick. Really lovely move though from Brighton. Really clever, inventive set piece. Looked like Berg's fan was going to take it in. Simons comes walking over, then slides it in towards, it's Villamala, no, it's Ollie Slager who loops it up in the end. Hayes with a forward header. Nikita Paris very nearly the beneficiary of Sabrina D'Angelo, unable to cling on to it. Here's Katie Robinson. Grant, great ball across goal. What a save that is. Had some Aston Villa fans already on their feet preparing to celebrate as Rachel Daly raced in on goal. Wonderful, wonderful save from Sophie Bagley to keep the score at 2. McLachlan. Oh, really good ball in. Flag is up for offside as Jelena Chankovic lifts it over the top of Sabrina D'Angelo. D'Angelo forward. Header comes off of Maisie Simons and it will be a Aston Villa throw-in. Here's Pacheco. Daly. How can Brighton try and create something the other way? Underneath the studs of both Pacheco and McLachlan, but via the studs of Mas Pacheco, according to the officials. Here's Paris, nudged outside. Saker trying to work an angle towards the far post and just evades everyone. Byings. And the corner is intercepted by Berg's fan and just in the nick of time. One back by Moritz. Grant. Pacheco. Really well done by Mas Pacheco and gets the shot off. She is desperate for a departing goal. Something to chase for Kiko Seika. Spacing behind as well. This could be a chance. Seika, Cankovic. Cankovic tries to get it back to Seika. The flag might come up to save Aston Villa here. It won't, but it will skip behind for a Brighton corner. To be taken. Maisie Simons is going to ignore Ollie Slager for the short option by the look of it. Hung up towards the far post and nodded away only as far as Bulamala, who works half a yard maybe. Still going. Really well defended by Turner, just nudges it out. For a Brighton throw in. Well, we're 10 minutes into this second half. Brighton have been asking questions, but yet to find the breakthrough. Salmon. And Robinson in a foot race. When are you going to keep up? One of those that might try and do so. There's Ollie Slager here. Robinson. Byings. Pacheco. See some changes in the offing shortly. Harris. Ollie Slager. Little clip ball forward. Could be through on goal. What a chance. What a tackle by Jill Byings. What a tackle. Clip round the corner. Now Robinson. Just inside, little flip round the corner from Grant. Nearly an hour played here at Villa Park. Those eagle-eyed amongst you might have spotted a couple in claret and blue who are being given their final instructions on the touchline, one of those being Jordan Nobbs, who will come on for her final Aston Villa appearance. Cankovic. Harris is going to chase and well defended by Turner. Out for a corner. Miri Taylor's going to be the other player. Referee's just waiting to see if those changes are being made now. Corner by Simons towards the far post. It's floated and punched away. Sabrina D'Angelo, it'll be another corner. Right underneath the throat of the goalkeeper. And tell you what, Caitlin Hayes was coming Some pace at the far post. Had to be dealt with. Corners be taken in front of that travelling little Brighton contingent to the right-hand side of, as you can see it, of that corner take-up. Fizz towards the near post. Paris! Did everything right. The ripple of the net, but the wrong side of it. Wonderful movement from Nikita Paris. I tell you what, any young centre-forwards looking to learn their craft in the game, just watch that. Brilliant play. Brighton are going to make their own change. Fran Kirby is going to enter the fray. So the first change we'll see, Rachel Daly replaced by Jordan Nobbs. What a player Jordan Nobbs has been throughout her career. Aston Villa have been very fortunate to have been calling on her services the last couple of seasons. For one final time this afternoon, and gets the armband to step onto the pitch with as well. Close friendship that she has with Rachel Daly, very evident. And Brighton's change we'll see Villa Mala replaced by Fran Kirby as Miri Taylor comes on to replace Missy Bo-Kearns. Well, it's not too many times you see two legends of the Barclays Women's Super League come off the bench together for opposition sides, but that's what we've had there with Jordan Nobbs and Fran Kirby stepping onto the pitch. Miri Taylor could be well on her way to being a WSL legend as well, by the way. A wonderfully technical, intelligent player, playing in the heart of midfield. And the first battle is going to be up against Jelena Jankovic, although not going to see her first sight of it there because Maz Pacheco is on top of it. Well, there is Miri Taylor, and then Pacheco. Nobbs, Bayings.
Number 9, Rachel Daly. Please welcome number 8, Jordan Nobbs, and 25, Miri Taylor.
Spinning around the corner from Grant. A little bit of a mix-up though, and now Hiko Seika. Brighton certainly to start finding their way.
Villa Mala will be number 14, Fran Kirby.
Banging on Fran Kirby is a very good way to go about that. Pacheco. Salmon. It's a danger every time she gets on the ball. Bergsvand. Paris. Here's McLaughlin. That move into a central area for Fran Kirby. Looks like it's pushed Jelena Jankovic on a little bit as well. Seika. Paris. Led away by Bergsvand. Jankovic. Aoi tried to fizz it in early. Get a second attempt at it from a Brighton perspective. Lovely slide ball into Nikita Paris. Can she keep it in? Fran Kirby. Oh, it looked like it should be a Brighton corner, and Paris and Kirby are very displeased. I think it should have been a corner, you know. It's gone Aston Villa's way. Stolen back though, and now Nikita Paris could be in. Really well defended though. Patton and Turner have been solid as a partnership yet again. Seika. Fouled by Noel Moritz. Free kick in a good area as well. Cankovic is taken quickly. Fran Kirby. Oh, it just got caught underneath the feet of Fran Kirby. That is a rare occasion. Here's Hayes. Taylor. Here's Nobbs. Salmon driving in field. Ebony Salmon! Did ever so well to fashion a chance all of her own making. Bagley. Clip round the corner was quite to the impact that perhaps it would have hoped. Under pressure again, but again, nice and calm and composed, although something can't quite be said there from Ari, who's immediately swarmed by claret and blue shirts. Taylor. Ball forward might find Harris. Saker takes it on. Kiko Saker with a shot. Comes back to Fran Kirby again off the post. How on earth has that stayed out? Saker and Kirby both denied by the woodwork in a matter of seconds. Really nice build-up play. Saker took on the responsibility, caught it brilliantly, and then Kirby with a little like dummy effect almost to skip past the first tackle. Tried to roll it into the far corner. So he might try and get in behind again, but Moritz has done a really good defensive job there. And did, I think, come off the left foot of Kiko Saker. Around the corner by Salmon, intercepted and one back by Brighton. Kirby. Saker, back to Kirby. Harris now might open up for Cankovic. They've certainly upped the tempo a little bit, and all the time's against them. Paris. Cloughlin back to Nikita Paris. Chankovic. A little bit of time to pick her target out, and a little flick on from Kirby. Goes just wide. Certainly has made them more of a threat, Fran Kirby, since coming off the bench. I don't think that she's going to be the one winning flick-ons, but she's been a part of everything that Brighton have done well in the last 5 or 6 minutes, certainly. Chankovic has it stolen away, but almost won it back. D'Angelo. Turner. Paris wins it back. Here goes Jordan Nobbs. Little slide ball down the side, and Chastity Grant. Really nicely done. Maisie Simons again, heavily involved, although the pass was not of the level of the first 2 or 3 touches. Here's Miri Taylor. Sarah Mailing is being spoken to on the touchline, being given her final information before joining the action. Yeah, it's going to be Katie Robinson who's going to be replaced. 20 minutes to play here at Villa Park. Still Aston Villa lead by 2 goals to 0, and both goals coming in that first half, right? One right at the start of the game and one right at the end of that first half. Jordan Nobbs is going to try and impact that now. Slide ball in towards Ebony Salmon. Just a little bit wide, but keeps a hold of it. Nobbs wants it back. Jordan Nobbs! That would have been a moment. Really nice build-up play. I'll tell you what, that touch from Guro Bergsvand on the through ball, so important. And then again as well, just to put a little bit of doubt, a little bit of pressure on Jordan Nobbs. Here comes that change, and it is Katie Robinson, the former Brighton Hove Albion player, of course, who had a huge impact in that second goal. On comes Sarah Mailing. Pacheco into Jordan Nobbs. Nobbs again, outside here is Salmon. Pacheco. Back by Mas Pacheco. Desperate to score. You can see every time the ball opens up, her eyes light up. She's been brilliant this afternoon, Mas Pacheco. There goes Byings. Fist in towards the near post. Mailing back to Pacheco. Well, there you have it. There you have it. On her final day as an Aston Villa player, Mas Pacheco finds the back of the net. You can see how much it means to her. You can see how much it means to Villa Park. You can see how much it means to her teammates. A hugely popular, hugely influential player for this football club. On her final bow,
The goal scorer for Aston Villa
has a moment to savour.
Mas Pacheco.
It's a really good finish on a right foot as well. What a moment. At the end of her 4th season at the football club. It's only her 2nd WSL goal. Scored last season in a 2-1 defeat to Arsenal. This one will feel a lot sweeter, certainly, as it's in the sunshine. It's at Villa Park, and it looks like it has been the thing to take the wind out of Brighton's sails. Aston Villa now 15 minutes away from 3 WSL points to conclude the season. Here is the goal scorer for the 3rd, Pacheco. Hung up towards the centre of the area, headed away by Bergsvan. And as far as Taylor, who just scuttled underneath her studs. Saker. Oh, the referee's given a foul, given a handball. Ings with the free kick, very, very central. Led away by Saker. Flags up for offside anyway against Anna Patton, I think it is, on this near side. He fired forward. Movement on the subs bench. Preparing a triple change by the look of things. Nikita Parrish tries to slide in McLachlan. Maley into Ings. Nobbs. Pacheco could be in again. Saker, lovely little nutmeg. And forward go Brighton. A sea of claret and blue shirts ahead of Kiko Saker, and enough to prevent any further danger. Ings under pressure. Simon's little slide ball into McLachlan, who's going to get a 2nd attempt at it. Harris. Simons, McLachlan. Really neat, intricate football again from Brighton, but can't penetrate this claret and blue Villa wall. Saker holding off Mailing. Chankovic. Slager back to Chankovic. Meritz is fouled. It's going to be a triple Brighton change, which going to see a couple of those that are going to be playing their final football for Brighton this afternoon. Diana Stefanovic and Pauline Bremer. And here is Pauline Bremer for the final time, replacing Merit Aoui. Diana Stefanovic also departing in the summer. She'll replace Caitlin Hayes. And also Jelena Chankovic for Rebecca Rayner. Minutes to play here at Villa Park. Aston Villa 3 goals to the good. 2 strikes in the first half, one really early from Ebony Salmon inside 6 minutes. Rachel Daly scoring the second on the brink of half time. And then Maz Pacheco on her final Villa appearance, getting on the score sheet. First change of this double change, we'll see Salmon, the first goal scorer, replaced by Gabby Nunez. And here is a nice moment as well. Anna Patton to be replaced by Rachel Corsi, another absolute legend of Women's Super League, making her final Villa appearance. Jordan Nobbs giving her the welcome that she deserves and the armband as well.
Double substitution for Aston Villa, replacing number 4, Anna Patton, and number 17, Ebony Salmon. Please welcome number 6, Rachel Corsi, and number 28, Gabby Nunez.
Away by Simons.
Triple substitution for Brighton Hove Albion, replacing number 10, Helena Kankovic, and number 12, Caitlin Hayes, and also number 23, Mariette Oye, who replaced by number 8, Pauline Brenner, 17, Bex Rayner, and number 22, Dejana Stefanovic.
Grant slides it across goal. Flag's up for offside though. Flag is up for offside. Spares the blushes of the Brighton backline. It's a really tight one, you know, against Chastity Grant. Sarah Malin with a little nudge forward, but very, very close. Angelo. Grant. Byings. Out to Pacheco. A little bit of juggling done and he kept a hold of it as well. Byings does keep a hold of it. Nobbs. Pressure though from Seika. Maritz finds a way out, finds Mailing. Oh, lovely little scoop round the corner from Grant. Stefanovic in the way though. Corsi trying to lean around the outside, but Paris has won it. And now Seika. Slager. Stefanovic. That's a good ball in as well. Really good header away though from Rachel Corsi. Really, really nicely done. Led away by Byings. Bergsvand. Checo lets it run. It's a Brighton throw. Paris. Another Brighton throw in because Byings has got a toe on it. 5 to play here at Villa Park, the final day of the Barclays Women's Super League season. McLachlan. Lovely ball inside to Frank Kirby. A little bit of head tennis between Kirby and Bremer. And it's out for a goal kick. Don't forget as well, wherever you're watching this afternoon, make sure you click the link pinned in the comments to keep up with all the latest Barclays WSL news. It will be a busy summer, and the new season will be here before you know it. Especially with a summer of football to look forward to. The European Championships, of course, it won't be far away. A lot of players involved this afternoon will be hoping that they get the nod to be involved with their respective national teams, those that have qualified. Perhaps some of those as well that have called international football, has called it a day on international football, will be enjoying a rare summer off. They'll be itching to be back sooner rather than later, certainly. Jordan Nobbs is offside. Frank Kirby. Little give and go back to Kirby. Now Paris. Ollie Slager outside. And Marissa Ollie Slager nudges back to a little bit of support in the way of Bex Rayner, who had to find a way through there, Ollie Slager, but couldn't. And now the give and go. Plenty of space now for Noel Moritz. Miri Taylor. Lovely switch of play. Daniel Turner to Jordan Nobbs. Pacheco. Corsi. D'Angelo. Perhaps a little bit of a revenge. They're served chilled in a nice sunny environment for Aston Villa this afternoon. I think 4-2 in the reverse fixture, and many at the start of the season who fancied Aston Villa to perhaps be the one in the position where Brighton are in, stacking up as the best of the rest after the big four. Brighton are certainly here to stay, though. You can see the way that they play football under Dario Vidosic. They're an exciting team, as you've seen in Aston Villa. Underneath Natalie Arayo's tutelage, they've got a lot to offer. Gabby Nunez trying to make her impact on the game. Here's Rayner. Simons visibly frustrated. There's not a passing option for her to elect, so has to go back to Bergsvand. Now Rayner. Bex Rayner once more. Little nudge outside to McLachlan. Tries to play it in early. It's a good tackle as well from Danielle Turner. Slager will head over to take the corner. As we head towards 90, here there's going to be 4 added minutes, so chance for Brighton to get themselves on the score sheet now and then perhaps make it a little bit of an uncomfortable final couple. Slager with a delivery. First and second ball defended well by Aston Villa. Simons forward. Nikita Paris. Is Paris going to get there? She is, but not before the flag's raised.
There will be a minimum of 4 minutes added time. Minimum 4 minutes added time.
By D'Angelo. Seika under pressure from Moritz. There's Bremer. Stolen back by Miri Taylor. With the arm of Diana Stefanovic. We'll join Shahadjiman from a Brighton perspective in the book. Diana Stefanovic. Back and now by Ings. Slow ball in, really important touch again from Bergsvand. By Simons and flags up for offside anyway, so we'll restart. 90 seconds left. 90 seconds left of this WSL season. Fans are already gathering around the pitch to enjoy the celebrations and the full-time festivities that will come with it, the lap of honour from the players and signing of every piece of memorabilia you can think of, I'd imagine. A couple of fans are talking pre-match about how they'd hope to get a picture or the boots or the shirt of a favourite player. Going to do first, but after that it's time, and Kiko Seika won't get her moment this afternoon, not yet anyway. Paris, oh, it's a brilliant goal. It's a brilliant goal, Nikita Paris, what a hit. And Sabrina D'Angelo thought she'd kept it out, but it's a really vicious strike from Nikita Paris, who has been brilliant this afternoon. Done all the hard yards for Brighton without much joy. Gets the joy there though. And gives those Brighton fans that have travelled up in their number a moment to cheer, a moment to celebrate on the back of what has been a hugely successful season. And something to take home with them. Brighton will finish 5th in the table. Aston Villa crept up behind them though, because results have gone their way, so they're going to finish 6th. So these two will be jostling for position next season, I'm sure. Eyeing each other up about what the summer will bring for both. And let's do battle again next year. Stefanovic. McLaughlin, click forward. All eyes on the referee. And there is full time, and with it, the end of the Barclays Women's Super League season here at Villa Park. It's been an Aston Villa performance to be proud of. 3 goals, 2 in the first half, a really early start from Ebony Salmon. Inside 6 minutes for Rachel Daly on the cusp of half-time. Villa also netted a 3rd in the second half through Maz Pacheco before a late reply from Nikita Paris. Had it finished here at Villa Park, Aston Villa 3, Brighton Hove Albion 1. It was that fast start we were talking about. Ebony Salmon, all her own making. From halfway, she is absolutely gone, and then full 20-25 yards out, rolls it into the bottom corner. Fantastic finish, a really, really good goal. Katie Robinson, and then her own mazy dribble, slid it into Grant, who cut it back for Rachel Daly to tuck home for 2. Right on the stroke of half-time, that one, to double Villa's advantage at the break. As Pacheco, on her final Aston Villa appearance, ripped that one into the back of the net. Brilliant finish from Pacheco. It had a couple of efforts, just evade. Got her moment in the sunshine. And then, as we were preparing to blow for full time, Kiko Seika forced a good save out of D'Angelo. Nudged back into Nikita Paris, and look at that for a finish. Just about creeps in. Really, really good finish, a really good game of football. A very, very good way to finish the campaign for Aston Villa. At Villa Park, it's finished here, Aston Villa 3, Brighton Hove Albion 1.